So check this out, guys. I guess it's gonna be a random topics. So I just went into this place, right? And it was this girl that worked behind the counter, and she was the most prettiest girl in the whole restaurant. I mean, even had me looking like, God damn, you know what I mean? Now when I walked up to the counter, she had her back turned. She was talking to somebody else. She was in some other guy's face. But when she heard my voice, she turned the way she turned around got me sitting up here thinking like, man, why does she turn around like that? I mean, we can come up with a lot of theories of why she turned around like that, but I think the main answer to that is that our voices do carry a vibration, especially when it's something you ain't heard before, a certain vibration you haven't heard. But this woman turned the way she turned around. I mean, the most gorgeous woman in a room, and she knew it. And she was already getting attention from the guy that she was all in his face. But when she heard my voice, that guy, she dumped that guy like a bad habit. Had to turn around and see who I was. Who was that? But before she even seen what I look like, she had to turn around and say, "Who is that? What is that voice?" I mean, that takes us that there's something deeper than what's on the surface. The fact that she had to turn around and see who is that voice that she heard. And it's mostly different. It's mostly Caucasians in Chicago and stuff like that. So when she heard my voice, obviously she knew I wasn't a Caucasian male or a Hispanic male, right? That's mainly Chicago, Hispanic and whites. Okay, so she knew I was neither one of that because she turned around like she had to know what voice was that she just heard. And next thing you know, the guy who she was talking to looked at me. I didn't see him looking at me, but I already been through this 1,000 times. I know the whole scene when I walk into a room. So he was like, a lot of guys, they be losing shit to me. That's why people are so afraid of me. They so afraid to lose something to me. They got to stop that. That's why I dim my light because I just do not feel like dealing. You guys, can you imagine if every single environment I walked into, I'm sitting up there fighting motherfucker? You know how much energy that takes? I don't have time for that shit, man. I got shit that I want to do. I got shit that I'm working on. I'm working on my imagination. I'm doing all kind of stuff. I'm working on my blank canvas. I don't have time for people to be all in their feelings everywhere I go about who I am as an individual, and then I got to sit up there and fight with them. Nobody got time for that shit, man. That's why I dim my light. Long as I know what my light is, how powerful my light is, that is the only person I really need to know about me is me, not somebody else. Because people gonna hate you whether you're doing good or bad. So who gives a fuck about me shining my light for other people? This is a season for me for receiving, not giving. The scales have to be balanced. And I'm not giving out free energy out here. I'm telling motherfuckers it's time to pay your electric bill. Goddamn it, your electric bill is due, and you better pay it before your lights go out. Anyway, getting back to the subject. So she turned around, and immediately when she turned around, you know what I do? I just ignore her ass and I continue, doing what I'm doing with my business. And I noticed when I was about to leave, she was trying to get my attention. She had to look at me and see. She had to look. I had the most beautiful woman in the room. She had to get some energy from me, y'all. And you just think, man, what's up with these women, man? They know they pretty, know they the most beautiful woman in the room, but it ain't enough. It's never enough. It's never enough money for my enemies, right? It never satisfies. People never satisfied, are they? That's why I'm not in the rat race. Because somebody always got more than you. And just because I'm not trying to be in a rat race, that don't mean I'm weak. Who the fuck got time to be fighting people all goddamn day, man? That shit takes too much energy. I'm a prize fighter, goddamn it. You gotta pay me to fight now. I'm a prize fighter. So this woman recognized that I was a prize fighter, and then she had to get my attention because see, I'm already abundant and wealthy. I was born abundant and wealthy. This most beautiful woman in this place, she knew that she knew I was the one, right? What she had, I'm sorry, I'm harping on this, but I'm just stuck in my head about these energies, man. These days, I'm really paying attention to a lot of energies these days. I'm still in training for the energies I'm gonna have to deal with very soon. So I'm still being a student, and I'm retraining myself every day on how to deal with certain energies because I know it's only gonna be amplified to the highest degree soon enough, and I'm gonna have to be ready for it. So you always have to work out. If you don't work out, you lose muscle in that area. So I'm gaining back my strength right now. But I be playing a game though. Most beautiful woman in the room. You know what I do? I start ignoring her. I act like I don't even see her because I see. The thing is, my light shines so bright that she's forced to sweat me, the most beautiful woman in the room, because I'm not looking at her. But it's just strange to me how a beautiful woman like that getting all these attention from the guys. Everybody knows she's the most pretty thing walking around. But when I came in, I changed the whole atmosphere. Next thing you know, she had to get me. She was trying to get me to notice her. I mean, she was desperate, y'all. I'm trying to look past surface level things, guys. Um, a person can be beautiful on the outside, but we all know they can be ugly on the inside. And Joseph Chapelone, he said, just to wrap it up, he said that happiness and beauty is an illusion. He said because go to an old folks home and go look at that woman, that same woman that I'm telling y'all about now. Go look at her in an old folks home when she's 95, and see. And will you be still saying she beautiful? You see? And he said happiness is an illusion. And this is something I meant to tell y'all yesterday. I definitely know happiness is an illusion because you know what I noticed? It's something. It's like a glitch that's in this reality. Every time something like really good happened for you, something right real bad is right around the corner. Sometimes it's instant. With me, it's instant. Let's say I get real overjoyed about something, right? Do you know something will happen? I don't know. I've been trying to figure this shit out for years, but something will happen immediately that will wipe that smile off my face. And it could be the smallest thing. But I will tell you this, it's always coming through a portal through these people. That's why I'm not so in haste to be out of isolation and back around people again. I'm telling you, man, as soon as you got your groove, you got that big smile on your face, there will be some entity waiting just to wipe that smile off your face. And so right now, I'm still training myself how to be at an equilibrium. I don't want to be too happy about nothing. I don't want to be too sad about nothing. Because these people are open vessels, man. I swear these entities, that's how I know these entities going in and out of these people like nothing. Because the devil is using these people to bring you down. These people, they don't even know they're like open vessels to demons. They don't know. I told y'all the food opening portals. And I'm going to go ahead and end it with this. I was looking at the ingredients list on White Castle hamburgers, and I saw that of course, the bun is made of wheat, right? But I saw an ingredient, and I said, "Why did?" I said, "Wait a minute." It said enriched. It said enriched bleached wheat, of course, right? But then a few more sentences down, it said wheat gluten. I said to myself, "Why the hell would they have to add? Why would they add more gluten, wheat gluten, in a product that already contains wheat?" Things that make you go, "Hmm." Then the other day, I was at a Mexican restaurant and they had gluten. Guess what? They had gluten-free tacos on their menu. I said, "I'll be damned if this don't let people understand that it's something wrong with gluten. I don't know what to tell you." You know what I mean? White Castle's putting an extra ingredient in wheat gluten with. Why are they adding wheat gluten in something in wheat? Why is that an extra ingredient? That they're putting more gluten in something that already got gluten in it? Why is that? What is this gluten? What is it really? And now the Mexican restaurants got gluten-free tacos? Are you kidding me? Like I had to laugh at that one. Like you mean to tell me El Segundo even up on it too? I said, oh, hey, you know something fucked up with gluten. You know something fucked up with gluten. And even if that shit don't make you get hives, it's got to be something else it's doing to you. Because remember, hives is just my immediate immune response. I have a very powerful immune system. So getting hives don't mean you ill. Getting hives means you're purging that shit out, whatever they tried to put in you. If you're not getting hives behind the gluten, that means it's just sitting there in your body lurking. And it's like, man, what is it going to manifest into? I'm not gonna mention any names, but y'all know where I'm going. What if it doesn't come out of your body? What is it gonna manifest as? What disease will it manifest as? I have a good idea. I know what that disease is, but I'm not gonna say it. Just trying to get people to think, man. But yeah, that chick, man, she, hey, yo, this chick was fine, dog. I ain't gonna tell you, man, this broad was fine. God damn, you know. But I played that shit off though. I played that shit off, and I just let my light shine, and you know, she started kissing my ass energetically. She's like, I got to get him to look at me. She had all those guys sweating her, and I walked in, and then none of those guys, none of those dudes meant nothing when I walked in. It was all about her getting my attention, y'all. Crazy.